Hi, good evening. I'm Brian Taylor, the author of The Water Bearer, The Great Disturbance, The Aquarian Conflict, Book 1. And tonight, I think it's appropriate to have a reading for one of the chapters. Let's see here. It's a random read to get you acquainted with the book. Let's see. Hmm. Maybe we'll start at chapter 1. Let's see here. Chapter 1. The Last Night on Earth. On the plain, the sun rises and sets with serene uniformity. The infinite horizon casts its rays over the known world of which beasts beckon to claim dominion. This is the rise and fall of nature. It oscillates in perpetual parallel motion. This is the life of a lion. The scavenging hunts, roaming the plain, empty, cold, and alone. Living in a world of relentless roaming, fighting to be free, alive, and fulfilled. A past life was blissful, like scant memories of playful scuffles with the pride. Wildebeest ribs are abundantly provided by the tender, loving care of a mother and her surrogates. A battle-tested mane guards the perimeter, keeping a watchful eye on the sunrise. There will be time for joy, time to play before the dusk, before murder and creation can self-spawn anew. But after the sunset, only menacing growls will beckon the benevolent night to come. The roar of the veteran rings loud and true, with its sound waves colliding and cascading in all directions, warning his group of the ensuing danger. Exiled from the pride, the lion is fueled by rage. I'll call and raise you 1,000 on the river, too rich for my blood. Fold, fold, check. The rest of the table assesses the situation. The smoke-filled room chokes the sense of urgency. It's getting late. Expensive bet, Alex. Can you cover this action? The scruffy gambler asked. I'm all in with all the money I have. Feeling lucky, I suppose. Alex responds, pushing all his chips to the center of the table. All the money you have? Please. Y'all are going to be rich as kings. That's what everyone's saying. Jokes the gambler after lighting an imported cigar. Nah, man, this is a humanitarian mission. Alex responds. You're right, Flyboy. I know you haven't depleted Daddy's trust fund. In fact, if you want to make it a real bet, put those keys to the Maserati you got sitting outside on the table. The gambler challenges. Whatever. I'm in luck. Come bring me another drink, darling, and hold your horses. I'm going to be the first man on Mars. Alex Kane says boastfully. Oh, you're one of those astronauts I see. Well, you better get some sleep. The waitress amuses. It's a long way to Mars. I'll sleep on the way. Kane responds. The moment of truth arrives. His opponent delivers 3 kings with confidence as he tries to snatch the keys to the Maserati. Eh. Kane utters with cool and amusing smirk. Straight flush, it's all mine. Kane says with a stone cold look on his face. You better watch your step, young fellow. The next step your journey will be to the emergency room. You're starting to write checks your hide can't cash. The drunken, irate gambler barks, feeling hoodwinked out of all his money. Nobody's that lucky. With nothing left to lose, the 6'5", 250-pound gambler who's just lost all his money tries to intimidate Kane with threats and self-talk. See if there's any weakness or fear he can exploit. Calmly and sternly, Kane replies, Do what you do and see what comes of it. It isn't so much what he says, but how he says it that sobers the drunken gambler. The seriousness and purposefulness of Cain's reply is delivered in such a way as to turn predator into prey. With this statement, the gambler departs the table. Okay. Just a random excerpt from chapter 1. You know. Let's see. Let's go. Just randomly. Chapter 3. Crossing the Rubicon. Excuse me. Chapter 3, Crossing the Rubicon. Memory's configuration is hard to explain. Houses of chopped logic are reformatted to invoke the nostalgia of an old feeling. Joy is easy. Its image travels on a superhighway to the senses. A jet stream of adrenaline is hearkened from smell, taste, sound, and touch. It seems that joy passes through a vacuum. For the memory, the path to pain is much more hurled. On land, the high walls of leaves. Forgive me. I think I need a thicker set of glasses. Even though it's giant text. On land, the high walls of levees serve as floodgates to keep out the sorrow. Traffic jams with dopamine and dead ends slow the hurt before it can hurl towards its destination. No matter the countermeasure, the memory of pain sieves. It hides in dreams and in the open light until it can self-spawn anew. Cherry Bomb, shut up, Cain scolds. You don't know what you're talking about, Cain continues. For the astronauts, bewilderment has spawned the seeds of aggression. Chaos, mayhem, and confusion riddle through the minds of the crew. We need to stay by the ship. This is an alien land and we don't want to contaminate our surroundings. Without running a diagnostic, we can endanger the ecosystem of wherever we are. Cherry Bomb replies, standing her ground. Confused and not knowing where they are, not even know if they're alive or dead, a natural battle emerges over order and chaos. They don't recognize the world they're on. Some of the crew believe this is some sort of afterlife, while others are driven on the realization that they're alive and they must act. The astronauts arrive on a cold and dreary world similar to that of early Earth. Steam and vapor mist drown out the air. Distraught over not knowing where they are and facing the realization that they may never see their home again, the astronauts become angry and turn against each other. As the astronauts turn against each other, their primal instincts start to take over. The only thought that resonates with them now is the survival instinct. The training and professionalism that made them a cohesive unit is broken down. Now hopelessness has spawned the seeds of aggression and chaos. The first thing to break down is the chain of command. It's a random chapter in chapter 3. But chapter 3, beginning of, we go somewhere else in the book. I don't want to give anything away, but just give you a sense of, what it's about. Okay, let's turn to chapter 34. Spoke in the mud. On Earth, man has two cousins left, the chimpanzee and the bonobo. Somewhere in the distant past, the three branches diverged and began a new species. The fighter chimpanzee decided to live on a life of war and violence. The pacifist bonobo decided to live a life of caring and nurturing. For mankind's history, it's battled to find the middle ground amongst its cousins. Yet sadly, we're more chimpanzee than bonobo. In a time of stress, man turns to familiar things. Kratz uses a stone tool he sharpened to write. He scrapes carvings into a flattened rock. "What are you writing?" Cherry Bomb asks. "I'm just writing a rap," Kratz responds. "A rap? That's fresh. Reminds me of home. Haven't heard that in a long time. Let me hear it." A curious Cherry Bomb asks. "Okay, here it goes. It's about to go down. The defiers of the plains and the Aquarians are about to throw down. A last stand to be resolved through confrontation and a final showdown. The land of 3 stars is an all-out battle for a crown." "That's all I got so far," Kratz states as he tries to clear his raspy throat. For Kratz, the rhythms of thought are slowed down and enwrapped as thought regresses toward the nexus mean. Imagination provides to reality a thought it has never seen. "Why'd you write this?" Angela asks. "2 reasons. Because my therapist is gone, and if we don't make it, someone may find this one day and know who we are, and know that we're here. We were here." Kratz explains. "That's deep," Angela replies. "It's a shame that bad men may erase our good work. All the good we can do will be destroyed and nobody will even know we were here," she reasons. "Well, someone's got to wear the black hat," Kratz explains. "Then why is that exactly?" Cherry Bomb replies, genuinely astonished. "We can be here and live in peace and harmony with everyone else. Kane doesn't have to wear the black hat. Why does he have to go around and mess everything up?" she asks, grimacing, starting to rile up. "Indeed. I think he does it because he can. I think he has the mentality that says in order to make an omelet, they gotta break some eggs. And unfortunately for us, we're the eggs," Kratz replies. "You should have been a philosophy major," Angela tells him. "Touche. But if I was, I wouldn't be in the frying pan right now." This is the twinning season. A blood-soaked ground is crimson and muddy. Everyone is trying to make sense of the madness and chaos. A tragedy on the grandest scale is taking place as families are destroyed in the name of the new age. Okay, that's pretty substantial for today. Check out my book, The Aquarian Conflict, Book 1, The Water Bearer, The Great Disturbance. It's available on Amazon. It's got my picture on the back. It's a pretty thick book. It's 391 pages, I believe. Oh, forget 389 pages for the paperback. It's also available as an ebook as well. Thank you all. Let me see.